I am here in Universal Orlando, Florida, and I thought it might be fun today to test out both the worst and the best rated fast food restaurants here. I feel like when you're in the theme parks, it normally is fast food that you grab because you just want to stop for a little bit, get fed, and then get back on those rides. Now, as I was checking out the Google reviews, Krusty Burger behind me consistently gets really bad reviews. It has a lot of Google reviews that are not very complimentary. So I thought we could start there as our worst rated fast food in Universal, Krusty Burger. Now, I personally love the theming in this area, like all the Simpsons stuff. So I feel like that kind of does impact me a little bit. You know, I love a good themed restaurant. So let's see if my thoughts align with all of these shocking reviews. Like I said, the theming is pretty cool. Look at the outside here. And then they also have Moe's. So you can go in either way to get inside. You can either go in through Moe's bar or through Krusty Burger. Gosh, they are blaring the police sirens out here. Let me get inside where hopefully it's a little less noisy. You can see it's open at 10:30. It is just after 11. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too crazy, but it does look busy enough. Now there are a few different food places in here. There is Luigi's, the Frying Dutchman, Cletus Chicken Shack. But like I said, we're going to head over to Krusty Burger. Now it does look like it is one of the more popular choices. So there's a Krusty Burger, which is a 3rd-pound burger with a cheddar cheese sauce. Ooh. Then there is a 2/3. Oh God, that sounds massive, the Clogger Burger. I won't be going for that. Looks like it's very similar though. It's got some bacon on there as well. There is a Mother Nature Burger, which is a black bean burger, a ribwich, and a Sideshow Bob footlong hot dog. I'm going to just get the Krusty Burger. Let's keep it basic. There he is, the man himself. I've just ordered my Krusty Burger, and it comes with a side of curly fries for $13.99. You can also get a combo with a shake or cola for $18.99. Okay, so I managed to actually get a seat in Moe's, which is great. It's still, like I say, relatively quiet. Definitely recommend coming here early if you do want to get one of the special themed rooms, because when it fills up, it can be quite hard to get in here, especially the booth seats in Moe's. But there were a few available, so all good. Now, I do have my food here. I've got my curly fries and my Krusty Burger. I also just picked up some condiments. I didn't go for the drink. I do find the drinks are quite expensive. Like if you want to get a combo with a drink, you're better off getting the all-day mug that they do here at Universal. So you pay for a refillable mug basically, and then you can refill it around everywhere. I don't feel like it's ever really worth it to get just a single drink in a quick service restaurant. So looking at the negative reviews for here, something that comes up a lot is that the food is not fresh, that things are cold. But there are some people that say the food has potential, again, if it was fresh. So that seems to be the biggest complaint, is just that everything is a bit cold. It tastes like it's been sat out for a while. A lot of people as well then just saying the burger doesn't taste great. So let's try it ourselves and see what we think. Let's add some tomato sauce, but we will try the curly fries without. Let's actually dive right in and try one of those now. I've just tried one of the curly fries and it is tasty. Like, it's got nice seasoning on it, and I do love a curly fry, but you can taste that it has been sat out. It is going cold. Yeah, unfortunately it just doesn't taste fresh. Now, it's not like they had this like sat in the basket ready to go or anything, but they were very quick. It is a shame because I actually agree with the reviews that the curly fries have a lot of potential because they have really nice seasoning on them, but you can just taste that they're not fresh. If these were fresh, they would actually be, I think, a solid 8 out of 10. I think how I've actually got them, they're more of a 6, maybe even pushing down to a 5.5. On the plus side, really enjoying my seat, enjoying looking around, just like checking out the theming, seeing people walk in and see the theming for the first time too. They've got a little TV screen behind the bar, just like they do in The Simpsons, and they're playing just little clips of The Simpsons too, so you can kind of be kept entertained while you're sat in your seat as well, which is nice. All right, let's go in for the burger. I like that they have like the stick in, you know, keeping it all nice and together. Oh my gosh, it actually feels cold. Oh no. Oh, the cheese sauce is also going everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to be messy. We're just going to have to go for it. I took 2 bites just so I could be super sure, but that is so bland. and cold. It's cold and bland. To be fair, one positive, the salad tastes fresh. The bun tastes okay. It doesn't taste like super fresh, but it doesn't taste like it's old either. It's a thick enough patty as well, and it's like there's just not a lick of seasoning on it, not a bit of salt, not a bit of pepper. It just tastes so bland. It just tastes like plain cold burger meat. Which is about as appetizing as it sounds, to be honest. Okay, a little update. I have finished all of the curly fries. Like I said, they were seasoned really well. Really nice flavour, actually, and the flavour kind of built as I was eating them. It's just got a lovely peppery flavour off them. But this burger, I am struggling. I've never had a burger that's so saucy. Like, look at this thing. It's like covered in sauce. I'm getting sauce everywhere. And it's got two types of sauce. I thought the special sauce was the cheese sauce. But no, it's actually got like a special sauce and a cheese sauce. Neither of which have any flavour. So I'm just eating this. Yeah, and just really not enjoying it. I'm really not enjoying it. Like, I'm tempted to just stop eating, which is very rare. It's very rare that I don't finish a meal. I think maybe in all the times that I have talked about food or reviewed food, I've only ever left a meal unfinished once because of it being bad. Like, there's other times I get full, obviously, but I'm still hungry and it's so much effort to try and eat this burger. I'm really not enjoying it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try get a section that has a good bit of the special sauce, which is like the lighter pink sauce there, and just see if I can get any flavour from it. Again, there's just not even like a lick of salt or pepper in the sauce. Like, it's so bland. It's so bland. And the burger is cold and dry. It's honestly just made me sad. It's like a sad burger. I just realised I had some cheese sauce on my face. Typical. I'm always getting sauces on my face. This camera is so small, so it's very hard to see without checking my phone if I've still got food on my face. But anyway, thinking about the price, what did I pay? So I actually get a small discount here. So if you have an annual pass, you will get a discount here. And my annual pass gets me the higher discount, so it's like 15%. It still costs me $12.66, and that's without a drink. So that is just for a burger and fries. It's $13.99 before tax without the discount. That is very expensive for a burger that's not of your typical fast food quality. Like, a Big Mac would slap versus this, honestly. I will say, like, again, if the curly fries were fresh, they would really pick it up. But if I go to like a Burger King, a McDonald's, you're not getting cold burgers. And if you do, I guess it's a very rare thing, but this seems to be a consistent problem here. And I think $14 for burger and fries, even in a theme park, when they're coming out cold and stale and not fresh, is... it's a bit of a difficult pill to swallow, isn't it? I do think, again, the theming is really doing the heavy lifting here. Like, the theming is really good. It's cool to sit in here. I feel like people will come in, sit in, kind of suck up the mediocre food and probably still feel like, you know, it was an okay overall experience because the theming is so good. If you're a Simpsons fan, like, you definitely want to come in here and at least see it. Maybe just sit at the bar and get a drink, though, and get your food elsewhere. So as you could probably tell, this time, unfortunately, I do agree with the negative reviews of Krusty Burger, which I'm so sad about, because I remember coming here when it was, I guess, relatively new, when I was a lot younger. And I don't know, maybe my taste buds weren't the same back then, but I don't remember it being that bad. I certainly don't remember it being so not fresh. And I do think, had it just been fresh and they just put a bit of seasoning in that burger, or in the sauce even that's on the burger, it would just make such a difference. But I have to say, yeah, looking at all of the reviews, there's a lot of consistent comments. It seems like my experience is very typical for Krusty Burger. So for me, unfortunately, even with the very good theming, it probably is accurately described as one of the worst places to eat at Universal Orlando. So now, for the best rated quick service in Universal, we've actually come across to Islands of Adventure. Now, this place is a place that I haven't actually tried before, which is very exciting, and I've always heard good things. And then when I looked up online, it had consistently good reviews as well. Now, it was a bit of a toss-up between here or the Minions Cafe, which also gets quite positive reviews. But again, I haven't eaten at this one before, and it's somewhere that I've wanted to try because the reviews reviews are always quite positive. So let's have a little bit of a spin around and we will head over to Green Eggs and Ham. Now, Green Eggs and Ham is quite different to the Krusty Burger that we just came from. It is an outdoor location. It's basically like a large stand that you order from, and you sit at one of these outdoor tables here with the parasols. Now, it's quite a funky looking place, as you would expect, to fit in with the rest of this land. So I have got my food. I went for the buffalo chicken tots, which are the most popular. There was a bit of drama getting the orders. There was 2 queues, but when I went into the second queue, it was less of a queue and more of kind of a huddle. And then there was just food sat out for quite a while. Bless, there was only 2 people in behind the counter, so they just obviously are a bit understaffed. And when I came around to the tables and stuff, there was no clean tables or anything either. So yeah, not a great start to what's supposed to be the better quick service. And also they were out of forks and they had to give me a knife to eat with. Oh gosh, you can't make this up. So I'm going to try and eat chicken with my knife. And it's kind of gone quite hard, actually. It is actually tasty though. That's quite nice. So it's like a buffalo sauce and then some ranch sauce as well. It's definitely fresher than what I had over in the Simpsons area. I'm gonna have to just go in with my hands because that knife is doing me no favors. The flavor is good, I can't knock that. I do think though they were just sitting for a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely got some good seasoning on it. I can see why this is something that a lot of people give very positive reviews about. It's funny because actually the thing that it really lacks probably is what the Simpsons place did very well, which was having, you know, a nice place to sit and eat, some really good theming. You know, these are just kind of tables with umbrellas off to the side and also cutlery. That would have been helpful. Food-wise though, this is a lot tastier than what I had earlier. Still not full marks on freshness, although I do feel like this is definitely fresher than what I had at Krusty Burger. I can see why this gets good reviews because it is very tasty. I do love tater tots as well. Okay, so I've been sat here for a bit enjoying my food, and I think it was a little bit harsh maybe about the location and theming because you are actually sat under the ride, the trolley ride, is that what it's called? I always forget the name of that one. But as it goes past, one of the tracks has audio related to Green Eggs and Ham as well, which is kind of cool. And then you've also got the roller coasters in the background. So actually the setting is pretty good. Now, I probably wouldn't be sat out here if it was, you know, middle of summer, high humidity, super hot. It is a really nice day today. It's like early 20s, low humidity, and being under the shade of the umbrella, like, it's grand. As for the food itself, I've gotten through most of it. To be fair, it's quite a big portion. It's kind of deceiving. I actually think this would be a really good one to share, and it's a really easy share as well, assuming that you have forks. I think between 2 it would be a nice snack, maybe not like a full dinner, a good bit of food to get you through, you know? It's actually quite a lot for a single portion unless you're really hungry. So I think next time I try it, I'll try it when I have someone with me and I can share it with them. But overall, I do think that the flavor was really nice. I think it just, again, like I felt the cheese the cheese was kind of gone a bit solid, do you know what I mean? So it kind of just, you get big clumps of it with certain bites. So I don't know, I mean, is it better than Krusty Burger? Hell yeah. So much better. Has it blown my mind? Not really. But do I in general have high expectations for the quick service food at Universal? Unfortunately not. It's really not my favorite place for quick service food. So I think maybe this is like the best of a bad bunch, more so than being something that's amazing. But I do feel I feel kind of bad saying that because the flavors are really nice. And again, I think for theme park food, it is decent. It's just not amazing, but it is better than Krusty Burger. So I can see how one gets rated quite highly and one gets rated quite poorly. And I think, to be fair, if I'd gotten a fresh plate, I might have felt a bit different. But I just think it was a bit of a chaotic setup, you know? So that is going to do it for the best versus the worst quick service at Universal. Let me know what you thought of this format. I actually quite enjoyed doing it and seeing the differences between the two places. Overall, for sure, I would pop back to green eggs and ham, but you probably won't catch me getting a Krusty Burger anytime soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!